بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين. Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers, dear respected brothers and sisters. Mohammed bin Khalifa, the founder of EHT, European Halal Trust, and the ex-founder of HMC Halal Monitoring Committee. Why I'm bringing these up in this video is just to emphasize of the work I am doing and with the work we are all doing for the, for the safeguard of halal in Europe. Basically, I would like to touch on some few points, obviously, because EHT was created in 2013, Alhamdulillah, and now here I am. One office in Romania, one in Poland, and another one in France. Alhamdulillah, thanks God for all what He has given me and us. So basically, EHT is here with the criterion of acceptable by all communities, all school of thought all over the world. Obviously, no stunning neither before or after the slaughtering. Stunning for me and for EHT is considered as haram. I'm not going to debate with the ulamas and muftis about this, because to harm animals, for me, it's haram, is not permissible at all. So based on this is my criteria of EHT, slaughtering without any type of stunning, any type of harming animals, because the more compassionate person on earth is who? Is our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. When he said, وَلْيُحِدْ أَحَدَكُمْ شَفْرَتَهُ وَلْيُرِيحَ ذَبِيحَتَهُ. It's the meaning when somebody knows his job of how to slaughter, and with a sharp knife, so basically the animal don't suffer at all. And don't fall into this trap of these people, these people working for to protect the animal, so-called protection of the animal. But I don't know if it is a protection of the animal they are doing or the protection of the industry they are doing. Because the animals are basically suffering with their method of slaughter, not our prophetic method of slaughter. With our prophetic method of slaughter, the animal don't suffer, alhamdulillah. And don't get fooled into some videos of some unscrupulous Muslim people doing the slaughter with no experience, with no sharp knife, with nothing, and no restrainers at the slaughterhouses. This is not how our Nabi sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam have taught us. So coming back into the criterion of EHT, so it is acceptable by all school of thought, alhamdulillah. We are working with the food industry for the last now 7 years. And coming back to the foundation of HMC, Halal Monitoring Committee, just to highlight some few things on it. When I went to England with my family in August 2000, it was just for this only purpose to have private schools for my kids, and Allah knows. Then I found out that the industry is not controlled, and there is a lot of rubbish, a lot of mixing, a lot of haram going into this haram industry. So I have decided to speak to some mufti in UK, to take them along with me, to travel with them in France, where there is an organization, I think 20 years, running the show for the last 25 years. So I wanted these muftis to come with me. So I have, alhamdulillah, successfully taken these ulama and mufti, three of them, to France, and I have showed them how the possibility to be there, physically control and monitor the product from the time of slaughter until the packaging. And they were very, very successful, very, very happy. And then at the end of the day, they told me that we don't have much time. If you can speak to some ulamas in Leicester, where I was living. So basically I spoke to some ulama. And then finally, after a few months, I succeed to get on board. I will put the name on it because they were with me. And Hafiz Farooq Mullah, the son-in-law of Maulana Adam. We went to France with his car, along with Mufti Muhammad, the son of Maulana Adam, Maulana Saeed, Maulana Zakaria Patel. And yes, so these were the people who I was traveling with to France, to show them the way how we in UK can establish a monitoring committee. Then coming back from France, again, those mufti, those ulama were a little bit busy because they were obviously teaching. They had the big responsibilities in their masajid, in their mosques, etc. But alhamdulillah, we found the time, and I personally, with their help, with the benediction of many ulamas in UK, I founded HMC. From my home, my house was in 17 Baggrave Street in Leicester, if you remember. And the first person we have employed was Harun Rashid Lambat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him all the blessings and protect him and give him shifa, inshallah. So it was, I think, yes, it was in 2003. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, we have done a extraordinary job by putting in place our inspectors all over the slaughterhouses in UK, in Ireland, and in some part of Poland. The first, alhamdulillah, organization who has been successful in doing non-stun halal in Poland was HMC in 2004-05. So I can still remember. Why I am sending this video to our English brothers and sisters is because obviously from time to time I have people calling me, and people from the food industry and halal industry, independent people calling me and telling me what's happening in the UK, and some loopholes as well, some discrepancies, some issues basically on the halal. And I've said to them, inshallah, I hope things will be better, things will be better, but there is these growing demands are pushing me to come back to UK. Not to compete, no, I'm not here to compete with no one. I'm just here to put in place the same organization which I have put in the beginning of HMC, and the same organization, the same way of working which I am having here with EHT. So this is basically what I wanted to send as a message for me and for my dear respected brothers and sisters, that the halal is an obligation on each and every Muslim. It's a fard ain, is upon each one of them to make sure that what he's eating, it is halal. Because there is a hadith in Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Muslim, which it says basically that a person after a long journey, after a long period of time on the road, arriving, it is kinaya of Hajj, Arafah, arriving near the Haramain, and full of dust, tired, spent a lot of time and money to arrive there. At the end of the day, when he raised his hands up to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what he says? He said, the hadith Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that إن الرجل أشعث أغبر يطول السفر يمد يديه للسماء يا رب يا رب ومطعمه حرام ومشربه حرام وكسوته حرام وقد غذي بالحرام فأنى يستجاب له. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, this person, after this long journey full of dust and tiredness, raising his hands to Allah in Mecca or in Arafat, asking Allah forgiveness, asking Allah so many good things in Akhirah and in Dunya and Akhirah, his dua was rejected. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that فَأَنَّا يُسْتَجَابُ. How come Allah can accept this dua from this particular person? So this is the concern of somebody not aware of and negligence on where is he getting his money from, and going to buy with the haram money, haram food, getting haram dress and drinking haram drinks. How come can Allah accept his dua? So we have to be realistic, my dear brothers, respected brothers and sisters, to be very, very vigilant of what we are getting, the way we are getting the money from. This is very, very important. And in one of the hadith, it is also mentioned that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will also ask us, where did you get the money from, and into what did you spend the money for? So this is very, very important to be vigilant on how are we getting out the halal money to be a means for us to buy halal food. It's not only to buy, halal food can be bought, but if it is with wrong money, even the halal can be wrong for us. And the halal will stop the dua to be accepted from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So inshallah ta'ala I will finish this short introduction to EHT, European Halal Trust. And I wish you a good Eid and a happy Eid to all of you, inshallah, in UK. And see you soon, inshallah. I hope before the end of the year, I should be back in the UK with EHT, European Halal Trust. And don't forget me in your dua. Okay, thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum.